Hello, let us study the program on how to find if entered string is a palindrome or not. Now, basically, this program has to be written without making use of any already existing string functions. Alright. Now, before we start with writing down the actual program, let us understand what exactly we are supposed to do over here. So, I'm going to create a character array in which I'll be able to store a string. First of all, I will ask the user to enter some string. Suppose say the user enters this word radar. Alright. Okay. Now say user enters this word radar as a string, as an input to the string, and this particular word radar will be placed inside the character array that you're creating. So here I have created a character array string which has a total capacity to store 100 characters, but out of those 100 characters I'm basically going to make use of only this 5 spaces. Alright. Now as you know, user has entered the string radar, radar. At the end of this word, your compiler is automatically going to attach this backslash 0, which is also called as the null character. Alright, now this null character is entered to denote that this is the end of the string. Now what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to find out whether this entered string is a palindrome or no. Now what is a palindrome? Palindrome is basically if you enter a string and then if you reverse the string, okay, it will give you the same word. For example, if your input is radar, radar, if you inverse the string, you will find it. For example, if I write it down starting from the last, radar, if you invert the string, it will give you the same word, that is radar. It still spells the same, radar. So such kind of string is called as a palindrome. Another example is say mom. If you invert the string, if you read it from this side on, it is still going to be the same, mom. Okay, so such words are called as strings, palindrome. All right. Okay. So now what we're supposed to do in this program is, first of all, I will go and find out what is the length of the string. Now, in order to find the length of the string, I have taken a variable length over here and I'm going to initialize it to 0. And I'm going to travel through this entire string array or character array until I reach this null character, and I'm going to keep on incrementing the value of length. So if I do length plus plus, this will be length becomes 1, over here length becomes 2, over here len becomes 3, over here len becomes 4, over here len becomes 5. And once it encounters that it has a null character value at the position string of 5 here, it knows that this is the end of the string and it is supposed to stop. So it will return length of value as 5. So length of the string is 5. Alright, now this length I'm going to make use. Now, how do I check or find out whether the entered string is a palindrome or no? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this particular character with this character. Alright, if this position is string of 0, then this position is string of 4. Now as you can see, the last index over here is 1 less than the length. If my length is 5, the last index over here is what? 4. That is 5 minus 1, length minus 1. Alright, so I will start comparing each of this character by accessing this position. Alright, so if I say if this is my string of ith position where my I starting has been initialized to 0, I'm starting from here, I equals to 0. So if this is string of I, that is string of 0, I will compare it with this value. This is my string of, this is length minus 1. Alright, this is my length minus 1. My length ka value is what? 5. So this is 5 minus 1, 4. So string of 4. So I will compare this character with this character. If it is same, then yes, there are chances of this being a palindrome. After this, I will increment my I and I will check for this one. So now if I do I plus plus next, and this is going to be my I. Over here, my I ka value is going to be 1. Basically, I'm checking for string of I over here, and my I's value is 1. Okay, This particular character has to be compared with this character. Now, what is the index position of this character? This position is string of length minus 1. So this gives me minus 1. Length 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 1 is 4 minus I. I ka value is 1 right now, right? Over here, I ka value is 1. So length ka value is 5. So this will be what basically 5 minus 1, which will give you what? 3. Okay, so as of now, what is the index over here? String of 3. So you will be able to access this particular value and compare them. If they both are same, well and good, you still have the chances that this string is going to be a palindrome. Next, I will increment my I, all right, and I will go over here. All right, now once my I is incremented, my I ka value is going to be 2. So basically, I'm checking whether string of I, that means string of 2, if it is same as, now I'm going to check over here again. Okay, that is string of length minus 1 minus I. So length is 5 minus 1, 5 minus 1 minus I. I ka value is 2. So what do you get over here? Your value is 2. So you're basically going to compare if string of 2 is same as string of 2. Alright, and this is the comparison that you will keep on doing. And if you see that all the characters that are there are same, even after receiving them, reversing them, then we will call this as a palindrome. Alright, now let us go to the program. First of all, let me create a character array over here with the name string, and the capacity that I'm giving is say 100. Not necessarily I'll be using all the 100 capacity over here. So I will take some other required variables. I will initialize this length as 0. I will also take one more variable flag and I will initialize it to 0. Now the next thing I will do is I will ask the user to enter the string. Since this is a string, I'm making use of the %s format specifier. The name of the array to store the string itself is the string itself. So I'll write down the name of the array where I want to store my enter string. Alright. Next, now the first thing I need to do is I need to first go and calculate the length of the string. First, I need to find what is the length of the string. Alright. Okay, now in order to find the length of the string, I will make use of a for loop for I equals to 0 till my string of I is not equal to the backslash character, that is null character, backslash 0. I'm going to keep on incrementing the length variable. Alright, so as you can see over here, I start with I equals to 0. Okay, so the first value over here is string of 0. Is it the null character? You can see over here, string of 0, is it the null character? No. So you increment I plus plus, तो length का value हो जाएगा 1. Alright, next your loop will iterate, your I का value is going to become 1. So now you're going to check over here string of 1. Is my string of 1 not equal to 0? String of 1 means this position. Is my string of 1 ka value not equal to null character? Yes, it's not equal to null character. So do I plus plus, means length ka value becomes 2. Okay, next this loop will iterate again. I is going to be incremented, I ka value is going to become 2. Is my string of 2 is not a null character? So let us go and check over here which is string of 2. String of 2 is this particular value. String of 2 is not a null character, so you're free to go ahead and increment the value of length. That means my length ka value is going to become 3. Alright, next this loop will iterate. Okay, I ka value is going to become 3, and this way you will go and calculate the entire length of the string. Now once at this particular point, okay, when you are length, when your I का value becomes 5, you see that string of 5 is equal to the null character backslash 0. In that case, it becomes equal to the null character. In that case, this condition becomes false and you are no longer allowed to enter inside this for loop. Okay, so by that time, you have already counted the length of the string till here, and your length of the string for this example is returned as 5. Alright, so length variable ka value has become 5 by this point. Alright, so this particular piece of code is used to find out the length of your entered string. Now, once you have the length with you inside this variable length of the string with you, now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to check whether it is a palindrome or no. Now, in order to check whether it is a palindrome or no, I will apply a for loop for I equals to 0. Alright, and this particular loop should work till my I is less than the length I plus plus. Alright, now why I have written this I less than length? Look at the indexes over here. If the length of this particular string is 5, length of this string is 5. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Alright. Then look at the last index. The last index is 4 because you have started from 0. So this 4, how do you get? Length minus 1, right? So your for loop that you will execute should work only till your I is equals to 4. And hence you have over here till your I is less than length written over here. Alright, so let's go. Now we will check whether the string is a palindrome or no. So basically I'm going to check if this character is same as this character. If not, then I will have to just break from the checking and say that this entered string is not a palindrome. Right, so I will write down the condition over here to be checked. Now if my string of I, if it is not equal to string of length minus 1 minus I, as we have discussed in that example. Alright, I will set this flag variable to 1 and I will break. If it is not equal, okay, then I'm supposed to stop checking and come out. So basically I'm checking if this character is same as this character. If it is not, then I'm going to just set my flag variable to 1 and I'm just going to break or come out of that for loop. Alright, if not, I will keep on checking. Alright, so this is the code that I will write down to check if the string is a palindrome or no. Alright, once I am out of this for loop, okay, how this for loop works we have already seen at the start of this video in that example. Now if my flag ka value, if it is equal to 1, then that means that has happened because the string is not a palindrome, right? So this particular flag equals to 1 is set only if this condition is true. Now look at this condition. What is this condition? If string of I is not equal to string of length minus 1 minus I, मतलब अगर ये वाला value और ये वाला value अगर equal नहीं है, then only you go and you set your flag का value as 1 and then you come out, because that means that that string is not a palindrome. अगर वो values वो characters अगर same नहीं है तो इसका मतलब that string is not a palindrome. Alright, so if my flag has been set to 1, which we do over here in case when the condition is true, तो ही ये flag set equals to 1 हो जाता है. Alright, then I will go and display and I'll say that string is not a palindrome. Right, else if this condition is not becoming true ever, that means जो आप checking कर रहे हैं with this and this value, this and this value and this with itself, alright, if this keeps on happening and all the characters are same, this and this and this again, in that case what it means is कि you have successfully checked, and in that case flag ka value will never become 0. Okay, so else you will print that the string is a palindrome. Let's run this program. Okay, just change to semicolon here. Alright, so I will enter the string radar. As you can see the output, you have got the outputs that the string is a palindrome. We will run this program once again and enter a non-palindrome string and check if it gives us the right output. Alright, so let me put max as the input. Yeah, it has given me the output as string is not a palindrome, which is true.